Hello team and welcome back to another episode of Alotta Fun Place. Today we are back in Planet Zoo. We are going to be building our Tasmanian Devil enclosure today, and so we're hoping that we're going to put this just here. It's going to give a very limited viewing point to start off with here, but what I'm hoping is that I can perhaps bring a walkway up over here. I'm not sure, but we need to be able to access this side of the map. So whether that comes off, it needs to come off here and probably come across the top here. Okay, so that's what I'm kind of looking at the moment, and we'll go from there. So unfortunately, it looks like it's coming into the evening. So it's going to get dark while we're trying to build. All right, I'm just going to turn this camera off and we will get started. Okay, so we're showing at the moment 2 animals here. Please go away. 2 animals here. These are our Tassie Devils ready to go, so no great stress. There are no ATMs at the zoo. Well, yes, that is correct. For now, we might temporarily put them here. And I'm also not putting any actually, I might do it from up here. What are you, a 6? Okay. So now, maybe about that wide. So what I'm doing here, oh, actually I should make that a little bit wider. I'm trying to build a secondary area, so it's going to take people off this concourse. Okay, and by taking people off the main concourse, you can then have a little bit of breathing space when it comes to putting down things. So I'm just building little bits in between the lights to help people access through. So once again, you're not going to get a bottleneck. And we'll move this around here and then we'll duplicate it. No puss. Fantastic. So now we have this whole area here where people can sort of come and we can then build off further in this direction. No puss. No. It's cold. Come back later. Later. Sorry guys. Yeah, so then we can basically look at building things off here afterwards. So for now, we'll put some lights on. And we may even put like a restaurant out here or something, and not go straight into having a enclosure. But I'm also looking at putting in a ride, so this also may be the starting point for that ride. So we'll see how that goes. So let's build this enclosure for the Tasmanian Devils. So I've got a few things going on. And as these episodes are only an hour, it does make it a little bit harder. Because this is definitely a game you can get lost in, 100%. So we'll see how we go. We want an enclosure. So if I go Tassie, what's it going to show me? Guest facility, no thank you. Souvenir shop, no. Start a Tasmanian Devil habitat. Tasmanian Devil habitat. That might be something pretty to put down after. Let's go with the starter. Is this going to be too big for what we want? Maybe so. Terrain also doesn't match. So I don't know if it will actually let me put it down. So that's the keeper's hut. Probably doing all this little fiddly stuff, and then it's not going to let me use it anyway. But we'll see how we go. So see how this has got see me here? There was one here that said hide me. But once again, we've got to check and see what this, whether it will let us do it because of the terrain. No. Terrain failed. And that's because of this piece here. We're going to need to do our own thing. That is okay. In saying that, my puss is not impressed that I'm not letting her outside. Now, oh, you can go. Okay, we'll just move you over here then. I'm going to be back a little bit there, this way, and we're going to change you to grade 3, so that's that one. Puss. Oh, it's a little bit of a weird curve, that one, isn't it? Now we could connect it to that fence line, however, they're different gradients. See, that's not straight. What is that straight with? Let's just do that for something a little bit different. Okay, and so sorry about that. So that's that. This wall here should have glass inlays. And one way glass, but the other way, of course. Nope, it was the right way. Perfect. So at that point, people can see in. The devils will be fine. Then you can come up. Then you can come up here and you can see in as well. Yeah, I'm good with that. Fantastic. All right, let's get our little friends into the habitat. Oh. What do we need, little friend? Hard shelter for sure. Too much long grass. We can fix that. Easy done. Bit more soil. Easy done. And do it around where your hard shelter will be. Fantastic. A little bit of rock. Cool. Very happy with that. Coverage, we will look with that in a second. Okay. So they want a burrow. So that's only the small one. Where's the big burrow? Interesting. Let's give them some toys. We'll make this look a bit prettier later, as I've mentioned many times. At the moment we're just plopping, literally plopping things down. I want to give them a shaded area. We're going to sink it. Perfect. And then we can put the burrow, when I find the right one, under there. Food tray in the middle. Everybody likes a good scratching post. Some balls to play with. Some other toys. Water fountain underneath the shade. Right, We need to organise this burrow. So if we go to shelter and turn off Tasmanian Devil, turn off blueprints, so then we have the bigger. Put that under there. But we might put down, just for shits and giggles, a couple of the smaller ones as well, simply because they are going to have babies. So we want to try and make sure that there's enough room for everybody. So we just now need this coverage. Now they want a lot of coverage. So here's hoping they don't hate everything. Oh, fantastic. Already off to a good start. So this is a new edition, so new editions always get a lot of airtime, so to speak. Yes, that's outside, but we need to do an episode on beautification anyway. Okay, I'm going to put that down flat, and then I'm going to move this sideways because I want it to be in this area here. But I want it to be upright. Fantastic. And got a bit of a smaller bush here. What's going on here? Why is that not selecting? Why did it put it up there? What happened? Did I not? Okay. Because I'm a dimwit sometimes. Let's try this again. Put down the big ghost gun. Do our move. But I didn't obviously hit the tick to finish the move. So I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like that. Oh yeah. Cool. We'll go back into nature. It should automatically go back to where we just were. Should. Please check. So I'll put this in the corner. And we'll build around that. Some decoration afterwards. Put some stuff like this around the edges. Bracken. Okay, we need to click on one of them so I can make sure that they are happy with the gear that we're putting down. Okay, so we're okay with all the vegetation we're using at the minute. Nice. So this whole area up here I'm gonna like cover in vegetation. But maybe not today because we've got other things that we would like to try and get done. bear with me. Sorry about that. Okay, cool. So what are we doing? We're still looking for like coverage. Put some of this out here too, so you can't kind of tell that it's come through. But it also just sort of gives a little bit of an aesthetic out here too. We'll look at that more when we're doing the beautification in the next episode. But that's good for now for me. So I still don't think we're in the window. We could put in too small. Put some of the smaller ones under here. Not too big. That's the wrong thing. These ones are. What else do we got? Oh, that looks newish to me. That might have been something that's come through lately. Quite like that. Why don't we put this along the wall here? I think that's a good idea. Maybe, oh, we'll go through the wall as well. Fantastic. Just makes the wall look not so wallish. Is that a word? Looks a little bit more natural. Kind of on both sides, so if people are coming along and they're seeing this, it's actually quite nice. But the other thing I might do is just extend this a bit higher. 4 meters. 3 meters will do. Sort of gives you the appearance of being a little bit safer, I think. Especially with an animal that can be as vicious as a Tasmanian Devil. How cute is that? All right, one of the other things that we need to do, because I haven't done it on the other ones, we need to go back and do that with them as well. But we need to put screens up for the burrows. So I would normally use like a 1x1. And as we've got a couple, I'd do it like this. And then you can come in and you can tell it what you want to see. So it's saying, what camera do you want? Oh, we haven't named the burrows. We can do that first things first though. Tasmanian Devil, so we're going to copy this. And we are going to name these. I'm just going to put an L so I know it's the large one. So then when we come back out here, we go to camera, we now know where we need to be. So, number 1. Number 2. Oh. And the bottom one will be the large one. Fantastic. And we need information boards. I need to get this a little bit of a rotate. Oh no, it was flat. It just looked like it was in the wall. Cool, cool. And we need an information board. So we're going to duplicate it. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just put it over here for a second so that we can actually update it prior to putting it out. And I'm going to turn it so I know it's facing the right way for what we're about to do. Fantastic. Okay, so we can't put it here because we've already got the other cameras there. So duplicate and slide. I'm going to put this one maybe up on the hill a little bit. I'll lift it up a little bit. Not a lot. Maybe the ones up the top here don't have... Okay, this is a spare one for now. I'm just gonna like put it over here and we will move it when we get our next lot of animals through. Right, next thing I want to do is look at my lighting around the zoo. So what I really like is there's some Christmas looking lights. These ones. No. But they're part of this range. To me. Okay, fine. This is the hardest part about Planet Zoo, is that some of the stuff is just super hard to actually see where you're up to with it. And I guess that's why they have an undo key. Let's try this again. Why does it look good from one angle and not from another? Now it's on a... Why make it so hard? Yes, it is hot. You're at 42 degrees, typical day in Australia. Very good. So what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to stay with these same types of plants, and I'm going to put some trees just along here. And what that does is that it just sort of beautifies the place just a little bit, because people can see down through here. So I just sort of want to make it look nice for them. I can put like an arch and stuff here if I really wanted to sort of be able to give the impression that it is an entrance to something. Okay, so now that I've got a few of those down, I'm just going to highlight them. And we can then duplicate and copy so that we can then just bring them a little bit quicker. Perfect. Okay, so this is kind of what people see now when they're coming through. Just wanna... You guys are the ones that don't want a lot of coverage. marsh trees in. Maybe around the edges a bit more. So that they'll have kind of the illusion of being a bit more protected. Still feeling a bit stressed. I don't know why. Why don't they just go and get in the water or move away from that point? Okay, good point. Thank you. Lighting. Okay, this one might do. You can put lighting under the water, actually, just now that I think about that. You absolutely can. Oh, wait. What I want to try and do, though, is put it underneath the walkway. Happy with that. Don't actually really want to connect it to the structure. Oh, I can put it on the walls. Nice, I wasn't aware of that. Very good. Okay, so can we do the same thing over here? Where we can put it up underneath. But we can't because it's a different sort of structure. They're a little bit ugly, but there's big ugly floodlights all over the zoo. We need to sort the kiwis out, as it hasn't said the kiwis are fighting yet, has it? Don't want to do too much in here because they're actually nocturnal animals. See how that goes when it is a bit darker. Alright, so see we've already started to bring some people off that main concourse, which is really the goal here at the moment. Now I want to look, as I mentioned, at perhaps putting up a ride. So what I'm thinking is a gondola. So to do a gondola, I prefer that it wasn't raining. Now they've got to have access to be able to get on and off the gondola, so you do not want to be putting it somewhere where you can't have paths going to or from it. So what I'm hoping if we do the station too long, okay. So I'm going to leave that there for just a sec, because what we really need to do, I've still only done it one, is make sure that we've got everything we need before we get going. See how it's trying to put the entrance on the other side? That's what I thought it would do. So we need to edit track. Come back to here. Go the other way around. Why won't you do a second one? Oh, I see. We'll delete you. Perfect. Right. So this time, when we go to place the entrance, it should be on the side. When we go to place the exit, we can do it on this side. And then we can connect the path, which is the important bit. So I'd really like to bring this down to here, you see, but I think whoops. Pause. Undo. Amazing. Okay, that is not ugly. That is really good. I'm quite happy with that. Now we need our standard path. And we are going to bring that over the same way. We'll go down. We'll come back up. Down. Come back up. Perfect. So what this will mean though is that guests can come up here and look at the animals. That is okay, because they're not really going to come up here anyway. Now, we're going to come across here. We have to come across inside the areas, simply because it's just the only way we can go, because we can't go out here because this is actually the edge of the map. All right, so to turn, you just push it. Yes, come back this way. So it's telling me we can't. Why can we not? Does it need to be higher? Yes, okay. Sometimes it just needs to be higher. Now I want to put in another station, but to do that we need to get past where we're going to be. So now we'll put you in. We'll then now change it to station. I'm thinking one each side. And then make it a little bit longer. And then we go back to standard track. Okay. So entrance on that side. Yeah. Exit on this side. Cool. Connect the path. Sorry guys, I'm already tossing up on how I want this to, and then we'll go down. Hopefully this will meet nicely. Please, please. Fantastic. Now exit path. Might not be as easy. We will make come on up. Nope. Sorry, let's of course they're not going to meet. Okay. So we're not actually going to be using these just yet. This is just so that we can start building a plan. Once again, these paths can be used, the exit paths can be used by anybody. So we can now connect this to this upper area if we want to put enclosures and stuff up here. But ideally what I want to do is put a restaurant just here. So let's look at that. There are some really nice preset restaurants. Where are they? They're in here, aren't they? Nope. Oh, that'd be why. Okay. So my favorite is this conservation. Let's clean it down a little bit further. Australian themed restaurant. Okay, this will do for today. Right, so it's up high because it's got trees here. Where is the front? That's the front. So I'm just going to hit my X key, which will give me the better axis. Okay, so this is actually the front of the restaurant here. So if we take this down, bring that right over. So the good thing is that the game will automatically connect this to the path when it gets close. So if we keep coming, see, it will automatically bring it. The other really good thing is that it's showing us that it's got a little rail, and the rail tells us that that is elevated. So is there a reason it's elevated? So we want to have a look. So everything is touching, which is great, which is exactly how we want it to be. So in my eyes, we could just about touch down as it is, or take it that slight touch lower. So let's see what happens. Perfect. Want it right on that verge. Okay, so this will all connect in. We do not need to do anything further there. I probably could have twisted that a bit, but anyway, gives it character. Let's see if we can do a little twizzle. Fantastic, and then what we can do is we can actually build the path ourselves. Okay, and now being that it's a restaurant, we need to put in some rubbish bins. Because, as I've mentioned before, people in this game are just messy. And I know this may seem like overkill, but believe me, it is not. Yep, we know that that's correct. Is it too hot? $38. Okay. So do we really need to put coolers in to take it down to 38? This is what will happen. That means the power bill is going to go up. make it 25, eh? And we're now going to duplicate. Add it around. Not too worried about this area because I don't think they're going to go up there anyway. We will do some for in here as well. All right, and then also going to pop one there to help cool down the shop area. I'll put one in here as well. But once again, this is using power. So let's leave this episode here. In the next episode, we're going to start putting some plants around, decorating a little bit, just making it slightly more prettier, adding some trees, that sort of stuff. We may re-look at the pathways, I'm not sure yet, and we will work out what animals we're going to do next. But I think it is looking very good for the minute. Why are they all bunching there? I wonder if that's because the kiwis just have babies. Interesting. Trying to bring people off that main concourse. Oh, everybody's going to the restaurant. This is good. This is very good. So they will actually come inside and they will sit down. You know what I haven't done? We didn't link tables. Now people are sitting at them. And we need to do short. Sorry guys, I was about to finish, but I think we're good. I don't think there's any more grass coming through. Fantastic. Amazing. Alrighty guys, let's leave it here. Oh, need to put some lighting path on the path down. Leave it here and we will do our beautification episode next, where we can then set this up nice and pretty. Fantastic. Alrighty, done, done, done. Thanks very much for tuning in, guys. If you've got this far in the video, please make sure you're hitting the like button and let me know if there's any specific animals that you would like me to perhaps have a look at and make an enclosure for. As I said, these enclosures are not done at this point. We will do that in the next episode. We're going to come in and we're going to make everything really pretty. Okay, but for now, this is us for today. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I will hopefully see you in the next episode of beautification, and I'm not sure what animal we'll do after that, but this is where we're up to right now. Thank you. Bye.